You know what? Here's a question. If I do a new character, does it... I want to check this. So we got a ranger, we got a sorcerer. Let's try a sorcerer. Let's go with that. And can I make him pink? No, but I can make him very purple. And what are we going to call him? Let's see, will you play the priest tonight? I will give the priest a go if I can. Let's see, so what do I want to call the wizard? What is a very, what's a very purple thing? I don't know. Huh, they just have a random bird that flies over, that's cool. Okay, so we got the eggplant sage. Mainly, I want to try a different character out for a bit. Okay, so I fire little ice bolts, and it looks like that carries over. Ah, but character upgrades do not. Okay, well this is fine. Let's see, so do I... You know what? No, I'm going to save my cash. I just want to give this guy a go. We're not going to do any upgrades. So part of it is, I wanted to check to see... what persists between runs? Aha, secrets. Amulet of magic resistance. Okay. Oh! Okay, this guy's a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. These things do strike through, or they bounce. Bit of both. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they slow enemies down. I could be wrong. let's try a right click. Okay, so that slows enemies down. Part of it is the regular attack just kills enemies before I can, like, really tell what it does. But it looks like the mage might not be a bad idea. Yeah, automatic bounce shots. What? It's pretty good. Honestly, next time we play, I think I'm gonna tell Keith. I think I'm gonna keep playing as the Warlock when I play with Keith, and just in general. Because the Warlock's pretty good. Maybe, I don't know. I might actually play the Wizard solo and tell Keith to try the Wizard out. Because the Wizard feels like the Ranger, but not crappy. Because Keith's complaint about the Ranger was that the Ranger couldn't... The Ranger's, like, bomb was mostly useless. Like, most of the enemies just ran past it. And I feel like the bomb should probably be, proximity-based or something. But the Wizard kind of has the same effect with the ice drop, but without the limitations, because you can aim it at a range. You don't put it down wherever. Which is super helpful. I dig it. I dig the mage. Yeah, I think I'll probably stick with this for tonight. I was leery about spending my money, but I think I'm going to do so because this character seems worth a go for solo adventuring. Healing is going to be a problem, but it's not like my mage was my warlock was particularly healy either. And if we're lucky, I can get some more energy regen just by being. I'm not entirely sure how to cross that little gap. I wonder if we have to get planks. Like in the previous game. Wouldn't put it past it. Yeah, doesn't look like there's an invisible bridge or anything. Might be a switch to open it. I have no idea. Oh, goody. Don't have the key for that. I gotta remember to buy some keys before I go on these runs. Well, I guess it's not that big of a deal. But I feel like keys would be a good idea. Okay. Well, so far so good. I rather like this game. I don't think I'm gonna be playing it solo too much. I just want to do some solo runs tonight so I could give the, I mostly want to unlock the priest. Because as far as playing multiplayer goes, I think I'll switch between playing as the Warlock. I don't even know if I'll probably play as the Warlock for duos, and Priest for more than that, because I don't think Priest is going to be particularly interesting to play comparatively. More of like a support type character than anything else. And so if I do manage to get Bird, Keith, and if I do manage to get Bird, Keith, and like Durf, maybe? I don't actually know who the group would be for this game, but if I could get them all together, then like I don't know, we might be able to have some fun, maybe. Let's see. Remember that weird stone that stole 75% of your EXP gain? That was crazy health regeneration with Keith. Really? Okay. I'll have to investigate it. Unfortunately, I haven't seen it again. I wonder if it's a multiplayer only thing, actually. I could actually see that being like a high probability. Blood Dagger. 5% chance of just healing for 5 with my primary attack. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's actually really good. Okay. Yeah, so as far as like town upgrades go, things that I care about, we want to get Priest, and I'd very much like to get my hands on another Smithy upgrade, so I can upgrade my characters, because we kind of end up with like a stupid amount of gold, and I wouldn't mind getting a bunch of passive upgrades. I don't care too much about the like pre-run shopkeeper. I do hope I get the ability to slow enemies down with my basic attack, though. That would be really helpful against the Skelenites. I also just need more damage. The beetles are mean. Or maybe mean isn't the right word, but they are a little bit more durable than I think they have a right to be. Wow, that just freezes them solid. Luckily, I can kind of just kite them for forever. The biggest problem is going... What? Okay, they just gave up. I don't know why they gave up. It's fine. Okay, so we've got another charge on the healing thing. I should probably use my my Ice Blast whenever it's off cooldown. It just doesn't actually do too much damage. I forgot to dodge. I was just like, I'll be fine. That's dumb. I guess it does a little over twice as much damage as my regular attack, but still. Okay. Yeah, I like the fact that it automatically bounces. I bet this character would actually be pretty dang good with the nope. That is a bit more of a bit less of a maximum range than I thought it would. I was hoping I could hit them from afar. Hopefully the range gets longer as I get more upgrades for it. That'd be a good idea. Let's see, was that a switch in the corner? Might have been? Let me see. No switches in this corner. Maybe this one? No. So switches look like square plates in the wall. It'd be nice if they were colored slightly differently. But I guess they're supposed to be mildly hidden at all times. This guy should have a much easier time against the stone golem. Hopefully they actually add more hopefully they add more bosses though. If it's just going to be the stone golem forever, that's going to be a problem. I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't lift some of the other like fights and whatnot from I mean it looks like they lifted a lot of the sprites from OG Hammerwatch. That's kind of hard for me to immediately tell. I'm just kind of scooting back and forth, trying not to get hit by those guys. I don't want to get poisoned here. Oh. Okay, that thing in the corner is something else, actually. I don't know what that is. I'll interact with it after I've cleared the rest of the area. Because some of these things are kind of scary. And, like, whenever it's like, jump into a hole, it usually brings you to the next floor, but I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be the case. I don't want to, like, hop in there until I've tested it. Okay, so we've got everything there. Yeah, as I walk through here, keep an eye out for anything that looks like eyeballs in the wall. Usually it's like in one of these like rectangular cracks. Those eyes in the wall will be like a secret. It's like a short little secret passageway up to an item. Almost always an item. And I'll listen. There's also cracks like that, which are also worth going for. I like the amount of secrets that they put in, without making them too obscure. I do hope they expand the level design, though. With a lot of very small everythings. Experience and damage to beasts. Is that damage to beasts, or... Yeah, it is damage to beasts. Okay. I assume the worms... Yeah, the worms count as beasts. A little bit closer than I wanted it to be. I guess this hallway is actually a lot larger than you think it is, just because of the way the environment sprites are handled. I actually, I've done some amount of like environmental sprite work, effectively for Grave of Man, and this is actually one of my biggest deals, dealing with like effectively 3D objects in like this space, and you know how much of the environment do you want to, do you have, like, the characters go behind? And since, like, Roll20 doesn't really have the option for that kind of customization. Oh, right, I was gonna check this out. Oh, you know what? No, this is just the way back. Won't budge. Yeah, so that's just how I get back up. I was wondering about that. I was like, I can interact with the entrance? The answer is no, I can't. I gotta leverage this space, because I keep moving down these, like, tight corridors, and I'm like, man, there's, like, no space in here, but still. Corner gaps make the AI go bleh. Yeah, no, enemies... the enemies are kind of dumb in this game, but there's so many of them that they're still threatening. Oh, jeez. There's one of the spikers on this floor. That's rough. Okay, so I just have to keep moving slowly. Ow! Ooh. Can't be too close to it. Looks like there's a certain gap to when it'll stop too. But yeah, those guys were the death of me in the previous game. They were rough. At some point, I actually might just see if I can get like Keith and Bert or whatever. Maybe once we like tap this game out a little bit, I'll see if the guys actually want to do a run of the original Hammerwatch, because it was fun. I don't know what I'm going to. I don't know what character I'd play as. Possibly the mage again, because I actually don't know what the purple shield does. Should probably look at it. Can I see what my nope, can't see what my combo is. Oh, that's fine. Beetles. Yeah, the bounce shot's helpful, though. If I could get, like, a double or a triple, that'd be nice. Or just, like, increase the flat damage for it all. Well, I guess I'll be able to increase the flat damage kind of soon. Ow. Okay, that did some damage. I just have to not get hit too much and I'll be fine. Because I do actually have a self-heal. It's just based entirely off of RNG. Every 20 hits or so, I'll heal. It'd actually be really nice if it just was just a flat amount. So, like, every 20 attacks, you just heal. Make it reliable instead of just a % chance. You know, that's actually something else I can probably leverage a little bit more. I have a fairly long range. Yeah, wow, they really can't see around corners. But then again, neither can I. Okay, there's another level. Unfortunately, I need a fair amount of levels to actually get like all the good abilities. Not much I can do about that though. Okay. Yeah, part of the reason why I liked the Warlock was just because he wrecked things with that chain lightning. But the lack of actual range on him is kind of an issue in and of itself. Ow. Okay, there we go. This is still hurty. Paladin was strong in the first game. Yeah. Okay, that was scary. Probably timed that a little bit worse. Okay, you gain more gold. Helpful. Especially because we've got an elevator after this one. Hole in the wall? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, because it's a dark square with red eyes in it. Thank you. Vendors will have more items. Hey, I don't actually know if we're gonna get to a vendor though. Mostly, I'm more interested in saving money than anything else. But, I mean, every little bit counts, and who knows if they sell like what? Oh, I healed. I saw the green number and I'm like, ah, panic. Okay. I swear these levels have gotten larger. Let's see. Nope, kind of, sort of, I do hope they add more classes to this game, because I do actually really like how diverse the classes are, comparatively. What's... Oh, that's just some money. Like, they do feel fairly different. It'd be kind of neat to have a character that, like, uses spears or something. Like, how'd it be? Not like, charge attacks, necessarily, but, kind of like advancing and retreating attacks. I think that could actually be kind of cool. What classes are there? There's Paladin, Ranger, Sorcerer, Sorcerer and Wizard. There's 4 classes I don't have access to. The Thief, the Priest, a spellcasting sounding class. You know, kind of like what I'm currently playing. Warlock. I think that's it. Oh, I didn't kill him. I don't know, I'll have to check. They're based on Town Hall upgrades, so it's going to take me a little while to get them all. Ideally, if I can upgrade the Town Hall a bunch, that'd be good. Okay. Well, at least I'm going to be wealthy. And yeah, we do want to reduce the tax rate if I can do that. Let's see, you want a hoplite class? Yeah, I want a hoplite class. Like, that'd be cool. I think it was Dark Souls that did this to me, but, playing Dark Souls, there was the Dark Souls 1. I ended up with the Black Knight Halberd, and I thought it was really fun. And so after that, I've always, like, liked the idea of characters with spears, like, hefty spear users. Favorite class is Druid. Oh, you know what? I don't know how many of you guys saw my series on it, but there's a game called, Moon Hunters that I played with Shell and Keith a long time ago. I need a drink. And Moon Hunters was really cool. It had a beautiful art style. And, like, fun combat. But it was also, like, sort of roguelike-y, but sort of not. Because it didn't really have roguelike mechanics. It was like a story-based game, but the story was procedurally generated. Oh, I do not do damage to this guy. Okay. But it was kind of a neat game nonetheless. I actually would love to see, Ow. Okay, that hurt. Cannot back up. Luckily, I do self-heal. I just have to be very careful. Oh, ow. That was a bad place to be. That one popped up just towards the end and just wrecked me. Oh, okay. So I can farm bats for health to some degree. I just have to be very scared. Unfortunately, I do, like, no damage against this guy. And I'm dead. Well, surprising nobody, I gotta get some other stuff. Okay, let's go back to town. I got 8 ore. What can I do with that? I think I can actually do a fair amount. Okay, so we could get the ore trader. That might not be a bad idea. Because otherwise I could save up for the chapel. Now, let's get the ore trader. Where is he? Where is she? He's probably up here. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I did get to send my stuff up beforehand. Okay, well, I'm not doing that, but that does give me a good way to sell all of my disposable stuff. Let's get the armor, boots, and weapon. Crit chance is kind of nice. Sure, I'll get it. Okay, yeah, that ore trader is rough. So what do we get? Biting Chill. Slows enemies hit by the sorcerer skills by 20% for 2 seconds. That's pretty good. Frost Shard. 10 hybrid damage, and ricochet up to 2 times. And we'll have to save up a little bit more. But that's okay. But yeah, that's, that ore trader, that's not okay. But I did get, the attack power that I need. I should, you know what? Nah. We've got an elevator here anyway. I was considering going back and buying some keys, but honestly, whatever. I don't care. Okay, so that's a straight up 50% damage bonus that I've got there. That's gonna speed this along considerably. Because part of the reason why we had trouble against the golem just in general is because the dude just hurts. Okay, so we want to do... Yep, there we go. 1... Uh-oh. Yeah, credit to Keith for figuring this one out. I think when we... Oh, health regen and mana regen. Oh, that's going to make a huge difference here. Yeah, the ore trader is late game when you have too much gold. Yeah, I think it's also one of those where there's probably... You can probably buy discounts for it later on, too. Maybe? But it is most definitely like a late game thing when you're fabulously wealthy, but you don't have any ore. It makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely telling Keith to play wizard next time, though. Because I will gladly step away from being like a kick-butt wizard, so somebody else can. So I can, you know, work on suboptimal ones. Let's see. Because yeah, I do tons of damage now. I think my ice bolts bounce more often too, which is helpful. Okay, next town hall level had a upgrade that affected prices. Yeah, I figured as much. So I'm sure at some point we can get a discount so we can get everything we need. Right now I'm just happy that I'm chewing through enemies like nobody's business. Like that was one of the problems that I was having with the Warlock is that I had to get up close. Which is why I decided to try playing this character instead. And it just seems like it, as far as like everything goes, this character is probably superior for solo. I'll have to try some of the other guys too. Let's see, is Warlock in Heroes Beta? He was the king in the first game. Was he? I actually don't remember king class, but yeah, the Warlock is in the game. I was playing him. He's got his poison dagger and he's got chain lightning. The chain lightning is broken strong compared to the other attacks. Okay. I'll have to try the Ranger, maybe once I've unlocked the ability to get more effects. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I do hope that they work on the level design a little bit. It's not bad, but like the level design in the previous game just stood out particularly well. And maybe I'm just misremembering things, but you know, these are just kind of these weird disparate corridors. And I really liked the idea of like going up and down and like solving puzzles and stuff to progress. I guess that'd be really hard to procedurally generate, but I think it would be nice. Okay, so let's go to the elevator. Usually when there's an elevator on the first floor, it means there's not going to be another one. Taxes suck. Down with the government. Actually, no. Like, pay taxes. It always bugs me when people are like, I hate paying taxes. I'm like, I hate paying taxes too, but I don't hate that I have to pay taxes. I just hate the act of paying taxes because it's awkward. It'd be nice if there was just an online system that automatically did it for you and it's like, here's what the government wants from you, but I guess a lot of people would probably start trying to cheat the system that way. I guess a lot of people already do, so I don't even know. Is there a dedicated melee character? Yes, there's the Paladin. After this run, I could give the Paladin a go. I've just been staying away from it because this is much more of a, I'm not going to say this is much more of like a running kite at enemies type thing. Let's see. Yeah, I've been staying away from melee just because I get the feeling I'm gonna get ganked for it. But it might be worth it. I feel like my attack speed has gone up too. I wonder if progressive upgrades increases or decreases the cooldown on attacks. That could be cool. It's because companies have been lobbying to force you to pay for their program to... I hate that. Lobbying is stupid. Like, I understand kind of the point of, like, businesses having a vested interest in giving, you know, getting the government to give them a break. But, like, it just... I don't know. I haven't seen a whole lot of lobbying ever result in anything good. I guess, like, unions kind of... No, I don't know. I don't know. The main problem with lobbying is that there's no, like, counter-lobby particularly well, apart from, like, protests. So it's just, like... How do you protest against TurboTax? I guess you'd have to, like, do taxes yourself and, like, starve the business, but they kind of set the rules. Ugh. I don't know. I hate this. During combo, you gain +3 mana regen. It's kind of helpful, but I'm not even using that. Yeah. Legal bribery is great and non-dystopic. Ugh. I hate it so much. Governments are stupid. Pure democracy would be so much nicer, maybe, or not. I don't know. I'm not a political person. I just kind of know it's happening in the background and being like, don't fuck up the world. I want to keep playing video games. And then I see people fucking up the world, and I'm like, no, stop doing that. Hopefully this game has no Rosetta Stones. Haven't seen one yet. Okay, there we go. Bad at timing it. Chance to block magic damage. Kind of helpful. I don't know. I guess with things like SOPA, there's lobbying on both sides. But that's just because it's like, companies versus... Oh, hi. Didn't even notice these. That's because it was companies with a vested interest one way versus the other. Ah, I didn't even notice him there. That was scary. At least we've got health regen, but yeah, getting trapped right on the other side of traps is just bad. Okay. These would always kill me. In the previous game, I was never patient, so I'd try and rush it. Never worked out well for me. There's the switch. And we don't have this. There we go. Pure democracy will make everything take forever. Oh, ow, ow, ow. I totally forgot about that. The thing is, like, pure democracy might not actually take so long if there was, like, actually a good online tool for it. The problem is online tools are particularly unreliable, so it's just like, do I trust this website that somebody might be able to hack? Ugh. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a key, so I can't get that. Is it boss time? No, we've got one more level. We gotta have one more level. Because, yeah, the problem with online tools is usually they get farmed out to the lowest bidder. I really liked the idea of the Affordable Healthcare Act and whatever because, you know, fairly poor, and you know what? Let's come back to that when we're done. Keith theorized that that gives a better reward if you've cleared the whole stage. So we're gonna clear the whole stage first. Oh, hey, shop. Okay. But, like, I like the idea of the Affordable Healthcare Act in the US just because it's like, yeah, easier way for me to get, ooh, skill power. That might not be a bad idea. I don't need money nearly as much as I need ore right now. Let's avoid him. But, the problem is the website was just pure trash the first year I used it. Got better for the second year. Moderately. See, keep in mind for this game, this is the beta, so people can still influence the devs on what can be done. Yep, that's kind of why I'm, like, playing this a little bit more. Usually I don't play games until they come out, or, like, I don't play them until they're pretty close to coming out. But for this one, this seems like a roguelike that early testing and feedback can result in some nice things. Slay the Spire is kind of the same way. It's just like, oh, here's a really neat game. Let's just play this a bunch and, you know, make sure that they get the feedback and the testing that they deserve. It worked out really well, actually. Slay the Spire is a fantastic game. Oh, that's a lot of poison. Oh, yep, there's one of the spike worms right in there. Ow. Oh, I did get got. Let's see. Affordable Healthcare Act. Increase the cost of all insurance. Kinda. I mean, mainly it just made people get insurance. And then everybody else just hopped on the bandwagon and was like, let's charge more! Healthcare does not need to be as expensive as it is. I used to work at a hospital, mostly for doing research, but unfortunately we got the butt end of a lot of medical funding issues, because it was like a lot of medical research. So, do you ever pay 30 bucks for a plastic tray? You have to if you work at a hospital. It's awful. And it's like, there's no... Most businesses have... no business. This is a problem. Charging as much as they do. Oh, dying. Okay, I still had that actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And so like at one point, we needed a whole bunch of, I think like Petri dishes or something, and it cost like a couple $100, and you're like, this makes no sense. Why does this do? And the problem is because the hospital had a deal with a medical supplier that upscaled the price by, like, stupid amounts. And you're like, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Business is stupid. I love the idea of capitalism, but boy does it make people greedy. I don't know why I'm talking about politics with this. I guess it's just been on my mind. I try and be apolitical with stuff, but it's just like, I think I can talk about, like, some of these things without coming off as completely political one way or another. It's just like, pay 20 bucks for a plastic dish, or is it 30? 30, sorry. I know it's like 20 or 30, and it was like stupid amounts. Made no sense. Makes me angry. Especially because, you know, I was getting paid minimum wage because it's like, well, can't really afford to pay you more. And I'm like, I'm like an experienced laborer here. Well, not laborer. I was doing medical illustration. They're like, yep, the most we can pay is, I guess it was $12 an hour, which is a little bit more than minimum wage. Oh, this one's new. I haven't seen this before. That's not so bad. Yeah, it's mildly insulting going to college, spending what, 160,000 on the whole degree, and then going to my first job that, you know, required my degree. And it's like, yeah, we'll pay you $12 an hour. They almost paid me 13, but apparently it was against hospital policy. So what ended up happening was, oh, that's bad. What ended up happening is because they couldn't pay me $13 an hour, but my boss wanted to pay me $13 an hour, the hospital just made me not work for a whole month. Well, they were arguing about this, so instead of working for the 3-month school vacation, I only worked for 2. That was stupid. I would have gladly taken the 12 if they'd asked me, but they didn't. They're just like, yeah, you'll be fine. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Okay, so unfortunately I'm severely wounded. I do have really slow health regen. Do we just wait? Should probably just wait. I forgot about the hidden room. Oh, did I? I totally missed it. I didn't even see it there. Yeah, wait and chat with you guys. Okay, that's good. Yeah, especially because this dude can one-shot me if I get hit the wrong way, and I'd like to avoid that if possible. I do like this. Let's see. Eat a sandwich. I could go get a sandwich, but I don't really feel like eating a sandwich, honestly. Let's see. I really wish I could actually go back upstairs. I don't really see... Yeah. Did you confirm you can't go back down? Yeah, you can't go back down. I tested that a little while ago. Wonder what would you think about a monk or a barbarian class in this? I think it would be fantastic. I don't know about a monk, just because that would be, like, really short range. But a barbarian with, like, a axe and, like, a bunch of sweeping attacks could be really cool. Oh, the one where I said I'd clear it and get the reward. I totally forgot. I'm sorry. Because I'd already explored that room. I was just like, this is whatever. Slipped my mind. Go eat curry. We actually haven't had curry in a little while. The problem is we keep buying, like, really... YouTube. We keep buying fairly inexpensive steak from the Whole Foods across the street. It's like $4 a pound, which is cheap as far as I'm concerned. Then I'm like, don't make curry, make steak. And she'll make steak. Super nice about it. And I'm just like, yes. But then we don't have curry as a result. Dagger thrower. There might be a third, there might actually be the thief class, honestly. That throws daggers. I don't actually know. We'll have to find out as we go further in. I'm getting way too many emails from developers. I'm actually getting emails from a developer for a game I already covered, asking me to do videos on their game because they've never actually looked at my channel, and it's just like, stop, please stop. I don't know why they would do it. Make steak curry. I could make steak curry. Okay, we're pretty much full health. Let's just go with this. But yeah, I'll have to see if the thief class throws daggers. That'd be nice. Oh, I still only do 6 damage to this guy. We're going to be here for a while. I guess what I could do is actually just drop rocks on him. He already almost killed me. I feel like... he has unlimited range. I very much do not. That's not cool. Oh. Don't want to die. I need some movement speed upgrades, so this guy's going to just present a scary reality for me. Nope. Nope. Okay, and I do not have the life steal, Ow. Oh, I backed right into that one. I don't have the proc on kill, and I can't walk away from him. I kind of wish... I actually don't know if it does. Oh, very close to death. Okay. One more bat. Stay away. Ugh. Very tough fight when you're me. Oh, and nope, not death yet. I just don't do enough damage to him. He's got a very high armor score. I mean, it makes sense because he's a rock. But I think I have to hit this guy a little over 100 times to kill him. And unfortunately, I have to keep close to him too, which makes it really freaking difficult to actually hit him with the... Uh-oh. Yeah, notice how close some of these calls are? They're closer than I'd like them to be. These bats are also shockingly hard to hit to some degree. Oh, come on. Ow. Yeah, can't stop to cast spells anymore. These guys are too aggressive. Oh, and we died. Oh, make sure to hide behind the rock as long shots get blocked. Doesn't work so hot, though. Just because he, Those falling rocks have such a large AoE. I wish they were a little bit smaller. Buy upgrades from your potion. I could do it. Yeah, let's just do it. We'll get all the basic upgrades, even though I'd like to focus on some other things. And they need to nerf the boss. I think they need to... I think the bats should come out in large quantities. Health drop, mana. Oh, your potion will have 2 charges. That's really good. Yeah, let's increase the amount of charges it has. And then just... Let's go mana. I don't actually know if it carries over.